guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a smoky brown type of bedroom eyes, smoky eye. I don't know. Something really smoky and sexy. I really like how it turned out. I love just a matte smoky eye with just pops of shimmer, just a little bit of highlights in the inner corners and in the brow bone. I also have a little bit of shimmer in the lower lash line. I really like the effect of a little bit of like a glossy kind of look in the bottom lash line. I'm using my Too Faced chocolate bar palette, and I really liked doing this makeup look because all of the colors they smell and taste like chocolate. I know, I don't know why I tasted it. I love this palette so far. I really like all the colors, and I think that it's very, very versatile. Like I just did a really dark kind of sexy smoky eye, but you can totally tone this down and then just do something really, really subtle, or even make it more dramatic using more shimmers and even darker colors. But for now, I just wanted to do something very simple. Most of the colors that I used are matte on the lid. Everything else has a little bit of shimmer. Obviously, I used a little bit of highlight in the inner corners. And then also, I used my new brushes. These are all the new brushes. There's a lot more, but these are just the ones that I could pick up right now. I used almost every single one in this tutorial. I'm also doing kind of a mini review / demo on these brushes as well in the same tutorial. So I really hope you guys enjoy this, and if you guys want to find out how I did this look, plus what I think about these brushes and how I use them if they worked for me, also, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into this tutorial, and here are just some more pictures of me. And for this entire look, I'm going to be using only brushes from my new Sonia Kashuk anniversary kit. So to begin, I'm just going to moisturize my lips because, you know, everybody keeps talking about my dry ass lips, whatever. And then here I'm just taking my Hello Flawless foundation, and the first brush I'm taking is this kind of flat angled brush, which was kind of weird to use. So here I'm just patting it on, and this was the best way to apply my foundation, but here I'm trying to do like circular motions, and it's just not working because it's like so angled and flat that it kind of just gets stuck when I try to do that. So I'm just patting it on just like this, and it gave me a really nice application. Okay, so here I have a round kind of foundation brush, and this one completely just scratched my face. It sucked. I don't even know if this is a foundation brush, but I didn't like it. I thought that it would work better than the first one, just because I usually like to do like circular motions, and it just didn't work. I don't think that it's a foundation brush. It's just not, it doesn't have fine bristles. And as you can see, I'm going to show you a close-up. My face is just so streaky, and I tried to, see, this side is not as streaky, and then this side is just, you can see a bunch of lines. It just doesn't work for a foundation. And I try to go back over it, and it just starts taking off my makeup instead of applying it. So I'm just going into my trusty beauty blender from Real Techniques. Okay, so I'm just going to take a spoolie, and this is just like a normal spoolie, nothing special about it. I'm just brushing my brows up before applying my brows. So I'm taking this angled brush. This is a very, very fine angled brush, and I liked it to do my brows because it gives me really nice little lines, like hair-like little lines. So I use it to just draw upwards motions, just like my real hair. And it works pretty good. I'm just going to take my spoolie and just go back over it to make sure everything is blended. Alright, so now I'm going to be picking up a concealer, and I'm taking this small little concealer brush, which was, again, I mean, it works pretty good. It's a nice synthetic, flat little brush that has a really sharp angle to it, so it just worked really good to go right under my brows. And by the way, none of these brushes have names, so I'm just gonna try my best to describe them. Just taking this it kind of reminds me of the 217 from MAC. It's just a very small version of it, but it kind of has that look. It's a little bit fluffy, and I'm just going to use that to set my concealer with a matte light shadow from my chocolate bar palette. So next I'm taking this very large fluffy brush, and this one worked perfectly to add a wash of color to my lid just under my brow. This is going to be our transition color, and as you can see, it blends out the product beautifully. I feel like I didn't have to do a lot of work. It kind of just did everything for me. And I'm just going back into that brush, the first brush that I used, just to reapply my highlight, just so I don't bring my color up too high into my brow. So this is more like a flat shader brush. I'm just taking this and just applying it just on my lid. And just you want to pack it on to prevent any fallout, and this worked really good just as a regular shader brush. Now I'm just going to be taking this small little dome blending brush. It's kind of, I don't have anything similar, I don't think, but I'm just going to use this to blend out that brown into the transition color, and it didn't do a very good job, so I'm just going into this larger blending brush. It's a very compact and dense blending brush, so it helps blend out products really easily, not as diffused as something a little bit fluffier like the first one that I used, but still it just does a really good job to do like some detail blending. Okay, so I'm going to be taking that brush again that reminds me of the 217. I'm going to take a very dark brown. This is the darkest brown from the palette, and it's also a matte shade. I'm going to apply this along my socket, and this is just to define my crease, make my eyes appear a little bit, I guess, more three-dimensional and deep set. And with that same dome fluffy brush, I'm going to blend this out. Again, this is just good for detail blending. If you just have a harsh line and you want to quickly blend it out, it's not going to give you a really diffused and, I don't know, what's the word, like, it's just if you have a sharp line and you want to blend it out, but it's not going to do a very good job of blending such a big area out. So once again, taking that larger compact blending brush. I'm so sorry, none of these have names, so I'm just trying my best. And just blend that out as best as you can. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my concealer, and I'm just going to blend that out using my Real Technique sponge and taking my NARS translucent crystal. I like to set my concealer with this, and this was like the medium powder brush from the palette. There's actually a bigger one, so this one is just the medium one. I'm going to use that to set my concealer, but it didn't get so close to right under my eyes, so I have to take my blender and try to get as close as possible. And then taking the same brush, I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D foundation powder, and I like to cake on my makeup, as you can see, so I'm just going to go in with another powder foundation and set my liquid foundation. Alright, so this is a very small little pencil brush, and I'm going to be taking this bronzy metallic-y brown, and I'm going to be applying that on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to be blending that out. And I'm using that same transition color to blend out the bottom lash line. Okay, so now I'm going to be mixing these two highlights together. It's like a gold and like a pinky type of highlight, and this is going to give me a nice little rose gold, really light highlight, and I'm going to be applying that to the inner corners of my eyes with this very small little detail brush. And I like this because it gets into little small areas like the inner corners, so it works really perfect for that. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to be applying these beautiful lashes. These are iconic from House of Lashes, and I love them. And then I'm going to be taking this brush right here, which is very unusual and unique. I actually have like 2 more of these because I buy Sonia Kashuk brushes kits all the time, and this brush always comes with it. Brush just to create sharp lines, and I use it on my just to contour my face right under my cheekbones. And then I'm going to be taking this medium brush and just diffusing my contour, also adding a little bit more shadow to my hairline and my jawline, and just anywhere where I want my face to appear a little bit more bronzed. And I'm going to be taking this fluffy dense brush again and contouring my nose. And I always keep my beauty blender on hand just because I like to make my nose not so harsh, because I always tend to overdo it no matter what. So next I'm taking this the largest brush in the collection, and I thought that, I don't know, it just needed to be used, so I'm going to use this to highlight my face. And I'm just applying that right over or just above the contour. As you can see, it's not any precise type of way. It's such a large brush, so it's hard to get a precise application, but it just looks really pretty and just blended and diffused in that area, so I thought it works for that. And I'm just going to take my finger and just apply a tiny bit to my nose. And then I'm just going to finish off this look by applying a lip liner to my lips, and this is in the color Natural, and I'm just going to fill in my lips with the same color. And that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and let me know what you guys want to see next. And I'll see you in my next tutorial.